How you scumbags doing? Welcome to the channel. If you like the channel, hit like. If you don't like the channel, hit like. Comments are appreciated. What we're going to do today is the brakes on the front of this Excursion. What you're going to want to do here is buy the brakes about 6 months in the past and procrastinate on doing the actual work, even though it should be pretty easy. So let's see how Ford's got this set up, and hopefully we don't got to take the cab off the frame, which you have to do for every other repair on these Excursions. Buckle up, fingers crossed, let's get started. All right, you scumbags, I'm back. Okay, let's see here. I got the caliper off and zip tied up, the finest safety rated zip ties. Oh, isn't that nice? Ford Motorcraft. Hopefully we're not just paying for that logo. Oh, that looks pretty good. Zinc coated it, so that should last a little bit longer. That's what that is. That's just a thin zinc coating, and then that'll scrub right off as soon as the friction material, the pad, hits it. That's a nice thought on Ford's part. Yeah, you can see the old one, you know, that surface rust is from lacking a zinc coating. Of course, you guys in the south, you live with a little bit different corrosion than we do up here in California, Arizona desert areas. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Let's hang the caliper back on and then swing the assembly out of the way, and we'll swap the pads. All right, let's give it a shot pushing these pistons back into the caliper. Let's see here. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and get the spiders and coon feces out of the way there. We're going to do it the lazy person way. Just try it with a 4-inch C-clamp. Let's see here. Yep, so they're moving. Yeah, it works just fine, bud. Yep, come on. There, yep, I can go. That's a go. Could use a little more leverage on that. I'd be happier. Let me see if I got something here. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see if this guy here works. Oh, that ain't helping. Nope. Alright, let's try plan B, huh? Plan B, we're going to use a little bit more leverage here. See if we can't get her to come around. I gotta remember what the heck I'm doing for a second here. Let's see here. Oh yeah, she's tight, but I have a better way to do this than this. Yeah, there gotta be a better way to do this than this, because I got a long way to go. All right, let me go find some other tools and see if I can't convince myself there's an easier way to do this. All right, I got an old tool from Harbor Freight here. It gives you a nut you can crank on. So I'm getting a little bit better leverage on that, and I'm actually getting the caliper to compress. So that's good. Oh yeah, you can hear her popping, so she's definitely moving. Let's go ahead and take a minute to put our part numbers into our bag of part numbers here. It's just a good habit to be in. Plus, you can prove to the other guy you tried to put halfway decent parts on there. All right, let's try to work smart. Let the air do the work for us here. Thank you, sweetie. There's number 2. There's number 2. Now we can get that rotor off. You can see I turned the wheel hub so I could get to those bolts with the impact. That's the first time in my life I've worked smarter, not harder. Well, maybe I'm picking up some good habits. All right, there we go. Let's see if we can get that caliper back on. Let's see, one. There's the other one. Let's give the threads a little bit of help the next time around. Let's see, this was 21, yeah, that seems right. Okay, sweetie, come on. You're a heavy girl, I know. Alright. Oh yeah, we learned that last time. I'm gonna try to put the pads on. Okay, you out of the way. Yeah, who knows? These little guys didn't come on the new pads. I would have called those anti-rattle springs. Let's hope Ford knew what they were doing and not including them anymore. Oh yeah. A little bit of hardware falling out of the way, nothing to worry about. We got new hardware. All right, come on, sweetheart. Line yourself up. Lord knows I don't know how to do it. Yeah. There she goes, there she goes, there she goes. Yep, pretty good. Where are you at, sweetie? Anywhere near it? No, it doesn't seem like it. There she goes. Yeah, she's moving on. It's all right. She's going on real good. Let's go find our torque wrench and get her to Guten Tag. All right, you never have the socket you're looking for. Yeah. There it was, halfway across the garage. Don't know who to blame that it got all the way over there. Let's give the old Milwaukee a chance to get these bad girls off. Let's take it to highest setting and let's see what you do. Yeah. Good job, sweetie, good job. Oh, yeah. Old Milwaukee, all right, let's keep. Don't you worry, that brake dust you saw there, that was pure asbestos. So we're gonna be just fine. Show you the extensive repair we're doing here on the slide pins. So I guess I'm fortunate that those pulled out okay. Some of you fellas in the salt area may be a little jelly seeing that. I can see that the gold zinc or galvanization is still on this, so that's a real good sign. So I've got to clean it up with emery cloth or 200 grit or anything, and pop that bad girl right back in there. Again, how much grease is too much? There's never enough grease. All right, slide that in there. Looking good. And then this little boot, it doesn't want to grab back over the edge of the fit. So I was using the O-ring tool here to stretch it over. And then I spinning it around to get it to pop on there. And there you go, she's on there. And that'll actually keep the grease greasy, let's say. I'll keep the brake dust out of there and some of the corrosion. You guys down south probably laughing we ain't got no corrosion up here, but anyways, this one pulling out a little bit different, but she pulling out. Just wipe her down real quick. I'm gonna make it more complicated than it needs to be. There's a little bit of a plastic bushing there at the bottom, but I ain't got a new one of those. So guess what we're gonna do? We're going to put it back in the way we found it and hope for the best. And we won't be shy about the lube. Not that we ever were. Alright. And then same trick, use the O-ring tool to get the dust cover to jump back over. Just spinning it around. She's fighting a little bit, but she'll get on there. Nope, not quite yet. Let's try her the other way. She'll get on there. I know she will. We got 3 out of 4, so we're gonna get 4 out of 4 here real soon. Maybe. No, she ain't doing it. All right, well, I ain't gonna fight her on camera with you here because I know you guys don't got all the time in the world to watch me dick around. These pads one more time. So this is rubber as opposed to just like a painted metal. So you don't need to put the anti-squeak grease on there anymore. I think that's a good good upgrade. I like seeing that kind of stuff. One less thing for me to forget to do, and one less thing to fuck up, right? I'll fight these off camera. Let's do the same thing we did on the other side. Hopefully a little bit more adept. Who are we kidding? Maybe just as 2 bars the last side. Come here. We need you. We can't just have you jumping off doing whatever you want. This ain't the government. You gotta do what you're asked to do. You can't just be doing whatever you want. Alright, come on, sweetie, let's go. Alright. Yeah. Flip you around. Yeah, she's fighting me, man. Well, I ain't gonna do this on a bench because I'd have to pull the caliper apart, but you know. Yeah, there you go. Come on, sweetheart. There you go. Alright. One of these ways to go, don't it? There she go. Okay. Alright. Yep. 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 Moving. Uh-huh. Whoa. That was fucking good, hey? Alright. I don't know what the fuck that was. Probably that caliper piston getting bound up in the body a little bit. Hopefully she sorted it out and we got functioning brakes. I mean, we're gonna have to bed these in, so we'll know if they work in about half an hour. Alright, give me a few minutes. Alright, let's keep going, eh? Get yourself lined up with the slide pin. There you go, sweetie. Good job. How about number 2? Yeah, not too bad. Alright, let's see. You got a reverse setting. Let's see how useful that is. We'll take you back to number 2, see if that helps. Okay. Yep. And let's give her a little twist with this. Yep. Yep. That's probably pretty good. Alright, here's the tools I needed to get it done. You can see got some bearing grease there, some anti-seize, those are preference. This was the main guy I wasn't expecting to need to use. This is just an old caliper compression tool from Harbor Freight. It's so old that we lost the tag on it. But what you can see there is that nice hex nut. That gave me plenty of leverage to get this thing to push. If I had just been pressing on that, that wouldn't have been enough leverage. Alright, so again, it's not too bad as far as tools go. We finished putting this bad girl back together, torque the lug nuts, and then we'll go for a drive and we'll get these pads and rotors bedded. Just a heads up, before I moved her, I went ahead and turned it on and pressed the pedal several times. First time I pressed it, it went all the way to the floor and stuck there, and the ABS light came on, but I cycled the pedal a couple more times and she built up pressure. So I think that was just a matter of me pushing the caliper pistons all the way back in. Let's give this a rip around the neighborhood. All right, this is how you bed the pads to the rotor. You get her up to about 25 miles per hour and you do a gradual stop. You repeat that 5 times, giving it a couple hundred feet or 30 seconds to cool off in between. Once you've got the initial bedding in, you do a firmer stop from 35 and you repeat that about 5 times. And then you'll have bedded the pads to the rotor. Now, as with all my bad advice and instructions, your mileage may vary, and maybe you should even read the service manual on what to do.